no doubt. But yeah, fellas, we got Beterbiev, Arthur Beterbiev or Beterbiev, or I'm gonna call him Arthur because his mama call him Arthur, so I'm gonna call him Arthur. And Arthur is going to be fighting Bivol for the undisputed championship of the world. And I just wanted to get y'all great minds together and let's talk about it. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off, man, because I'm gonna kick it off a different way. Me personally, I think if anybody can beat Arthur, man, it's Bivol. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say that. The boy got beautiful feet for one, man. He's an intelligent fighter. And when he was fighting Canelo, he made sure that no matter what, he wasn't going to be staying around. It was like 1-2 out of there, 1 out of there, 1-2. Yeah. He wouldn't, when he was up on the ropes and Canelo was telling him, come on, he'll back out to the center of the ring. Shorty, you're gonna have to reset and let's get this thing over again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this, man, and I'm putting it on receipts right now. I got Bivol winning that fight by split decision, man. And another thing is he can punch too. Right. So he gonna keep you honest. I done seen Arthur on the floor before, man. So that's what I'm going with. I ain't going back and forth with nobody about it. Anybody else want to go next? Y'all can go for it.
I'm Bivol by stoppage.
Huh?
I'm going with Bivol by stoppage.
Woo! Yeah. All right, that leaves Banky, and that leaves Bruce Gas, Jazz, and more.
Okay, bro. I mean, Arthur Beterbiev, he's what, 39 years old, bro. And what I saw last night was I saw these 6-inch punches that were like bombs. Kind of remind me of something Joe Louis would be throwing. He had, and bro, he's conserving energy at this age. People saying he's getting stronger. No, he's not getting stronger, but he knows how to harness his energy. He's not throwing these wild punches. He's not gassing himself in the fights. And I mean, I think he's just a genetic freak. They were talking about how he had the atypical readings with a blood test. And
elevated, yeah.
What it was that was his human growth hormone levels, and his androstenedione levels, which is a precursor to testosterone. Right. Those levels altered according to the activity that you've been doing that day, the stress your body has been under. I mean, they don't really signal a red flag as to a steroid. What they do is they'll just make the federation test further to make sure that there are no outside substances in his body. And they did that because I've been in the nutritional field myself for over 25 years, and I know how these tests go, and I know what they test for. And but Beterbiev, first of all, that information should have never been let out. Eddie Hearn did that, I think, as a last-minute publicity stunt just to get in his head. And Beterbiev, he's a devout Muslim. He's never had a drink in his life. Doesn't touch tobacco, smoke, nothing, bro. This man prays 5 times a day. He didn't even know who Joe Smith was till they told him he was going to fight Joe Smith. He doesn't care about boxing. He just cares about winning. And he's a devastating machine, bro. And we're veterans, bro. We go back to the great light heavyweights of the 80s. I mean, the Victor Galendez, the Saad Mohammeds, the Eddie Mustafas. I could go on and on. Michael Spinks, Ed Mohammed. But Beterbiev belongs in that group because I've never seen any of them, aside from Bob Foster, throw a harder punch. But Bob Foster had to wind up. Beterbiev, he just shoots that 6-inch bomb like Joe Louis. He's got the leverage, man. I'll tell you.
How tall is he?
5'11", 5'11" with a 73-inch reach.
Okay.
I think big things, and I think he's going to beat Bivol myself. If I was a betting man, I would go Beterbiev. I think he's a generational, once in a lifetime freak of a fighter. And you can mention him in those names. He's going to be first ballot Hall of Fame, no matter how you look at it. And man, the man's only had 20 fights because he had like 500 amateur fights. Crazy shit like that, man. That's how I feel about Beterbiev,
Okay, Banky Pounds.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go opposite of what Coach said, man, and I'm gonna leave the seats too. Better be better, whatever y'all want to call his name. I call him. Better be on your A game if you're messing with him. I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
He's strong.
I think he's gonna stop Bivol, man. I think he's gonna stop.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stop him. And the reason I say that is because of this. And that's no slack on Bivol, because Bivol, he has excellent mechanics, man. He got excellent, distance and range and punching power. But let me tell you something, man. And some of y'all here can attest to this. It's one thing you can't measure when it comes to Mortal Kombat, man, and that's the will, man. I believe Beterbiev will is stronger than his. I believe it's stronger.
Yeah, but you're gonna have will if you ain't got that technique, man. That will won't pay that bill, man.
Yeah, but his technique is good enough that he gets by. You know what I'm saying? The dudes that got good technique, he finds a way to get in it, man. You always have like some people, they kind of awkward. Their style is awkward, but it works. This is like in all sports, you have dudes the left-handers, man. They different, but they work in football and basketball. When you got somebody who got their own little thing, man, and obviously whatever he got is working. And he hits hard, man. He hit hard from short distance. He could take a punch, and he has been down, but he got up and he stopped a dude. And I always felt like, when you had these dudes that's undefeated, man, and they lose, and they seem invincible, but when they lose, then the aura of invincibility is even going out of their psyche. It's going out of their will. They know they can be beaten now. Only champions continue to win because that motivates them. But most dudes, that takes their will away because now they know that they beatable. He done been down before, he done got up. And like my man was saying, man, he different, man. He ain't never smoke, drink, or do none of that, man. And I think it's his goal. And he late in the game and he's still motivated. He's 38. I think it's his goal to be undisputed. I think he's going to win undisputed, and I think he's going to retire. I think he's going to just, fade off into the sunset. He moving from a different place, man. He ain't moving for money. He ain't moving for fame. He moving from his spirit, man. He believed in what he doing. And I believe that's hard to go against, man. I believe you had to knock him out to beat him. You know what I'm saying? You had to knock him out to beat. I just believe his will that's strong. I definitely think Bivol can beat all the other light heavyweights out there. I think Beterbiev is gonna stop. It's gonna be late. It ain't gonna be early. It'll be late, probably like between 10 and 11.